It's in the game. It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Screen 18. Go right! Screen 18.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. A big play, 23 yards. move those chains.
And the Steelers.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Steelers first down.
258.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
258.
It's in the game.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
First and 10.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Austin is there and brings in another one. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Warren going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Gainwell will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. On the sneak, Rodgers. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
Brandon, third and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise. Got his man, that's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deep. From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession. Will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Jump out!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On play action, it's Rodgers. Complete to Washington. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
To throw is Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs, nothing. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Brown lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Chiefs, nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Go, take it to the house. Let's go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Yellow.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete?
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
17 yards.
1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go on, 15, yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I'd continue to go in that direction because right now they get the defense back on their heels.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
15. Yellow. Let's go on,
Throwing now is Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Yellow. Ball 80. Hey, 15, 15, 15. Look at it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. T.J. Watt with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. What a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball, but instead it turned out to be a touchdown, and they've got to go figure it out on their sideline.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one deep into the landing zone, returnable from the 2-yard line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yellow. What's that?
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Swings this out for Hunt. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Hey, 57 color. Yellow.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Yellow. Hey, dribbling. What's that?
To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. I'm going, Eddie. Yellow. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Yellow. 15, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Fall down these two. 15, 15.
Now it's Mahomes again. The kicker here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Yellow. 43. 43. Right there. All the way. All the way. All the way.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Come on. What was that? Are you kidding me?
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
319. 1030. Hey, 88, 88, 88. 319.
Rodgers now to throw.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Steelers first down. A gain of 5. First down, Steelers.
Watch Box it, box it, box it, box it. Shoulder back! Shoulder back!
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6.
Look at the 8. Get 300. Get 300. Jim. Look at this.
A handoff for Warren.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Third and 3.
Look at the 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
26. 30.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Boom.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Back north. Teammate.
Now Rodgers. Well, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. A free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. All right, go, Lou, Eddie. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday.
Back to throw.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered theirs. That throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 17-14.
Steelers 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
30, 50.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. Rodgers going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw outside, completion to Rice. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now Mahomes. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Attack! Hero, 15! Hey, 43, 15! Easy!
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Yellow! Let's go, Artie! 15! Hey, Ripley, attack!
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
It's Warren. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Warren. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a run with Warren. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
319. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Back north.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
319. Lamp.
They'll run it. Warren
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
258.
Throwing is Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Steelers 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Yellow. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Worthy brings up third down.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to swell the lead to 6. Butker's kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard
The
line.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated.
There he goes, left side.
He may go.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
27. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there at 22.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hey, 43. I got a little lady. Hey, 57.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
T.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Attack, attack. Hey, 43.
Mahomes going to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes will do it himself.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead, but whatever happens...
And now off to the races, down the right side.
DK Metcalf. And down to the 7-yard line.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there for the game in the balance.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run here with Gainwell.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell.
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. 40. Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
On the out route, he's got Thornton.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
57 color. 15.
Now here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Lou, lady! I down these two. What's that?
Mahomes. And he gets this to Thornton.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come back! Come back!
Mahomes will throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
fires this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So now the Steeler offense coming onto the field. They'll try to add 2 more.
The Steelers will line up for the...
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
27.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Rodgers looking to throw. He finds Austin complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, 26 yards.
And the Steelers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The Steelers will line up for the...
Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Hey, yo, go going, go going, go going. Hey, color. Yellow.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Yellow. Or go on. Come back. 50, yellow, 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 yellow.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way to the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Hey, check 26. 26. Hey, check 26.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on.